Hey guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a review on all the Body Shop makeup that I purchased 2 months ago. Alright, I know this video is long overdue, but it really takes me a long time to figure out my true opinion on the product, but main thing is, it's up now, right? Yeah. If you haven't seen my Body Shop makeup haul, I will link it in the description box. I did swatch all these products in that video, so if you do want to see up close, true swatches of these products, I'll link it down below. I think I'm just going to skip the swatches in this video since I already did that whole thing. But anyway, let's just get into the products. I'm going to start off with the one that I think you guys are probably the most curious about. I would definitely be for sure. These are their shade adjusting drops in the lightning color. And I actually used these in my last tutorial, which was my Gigi Hadid makeup look. Let me just tell you, there are pros and there are cons. First of all, the con I would say is the price. Body Shop makeup is not cheap. This was $22 for 15 milliliters. Not even 30 milliliters, like that's half an ounce. What? Why? I know the main reasoning behind that is probably like, well, you don't need very much. Let me just tell you, I'm almost the same color as this bottle, so to get darker foundations to be lighter, I have to use at least 2 or 3 drops of this. So, I use quite a lot because I use it every day. The other con that I want to talk about is the packaging. I think it's a beautiful dropper and everything, like it's definitely very appealing to the eye. It's very on trend. It does not suit this product. The consistency of the liquid is not thin enough to be in a dropper. I have to shake this and then I have to squeeze it multiple times to get enough out. Also, I find too, a lot of air bubbles come up in the dropper, so I don't actually just get drops, I get a lot of air bubbles. That's probably because I have to shake it, but I don't want it to separate, so that's why I do shake it. So I feel like there's not really any way around that. But as for the product itself, I think it's a really awesome thing to have in your makeup collection. Whether you're a makeup artist or you're just doing your own makeup, your skin tone's gonna change, my skin tone's gonna change, your foundation might oxidize. I don't like to waste product, so this is a really great thing to have in case you're not really into buying a new foundation every season. This is really good for that. I really do love this product because it actually does change the color of your foundation. It's not just like a water that you just put in your foundation and it slightly changes it. No, it actually does change the color, which is phenomenal. Certain products like foundations and BB creams I've noticed do change consistency when I do add these. Some of them don't, some of them do. Honestly, it just depends on which one you have. If it's similar to this consistency, it's not going to change. But if it's a lot thinner or if it's a lot thicker than this consistency, it might change a little bit. Overall, I would say this is a really nice product. It does do what it's supposed to do. It's not going to fit everybody, but I really do like it. I just wish it was a little bit easier with the packaging, the formula. You know what I mean? There are a couple other brands that I've seen coming out with them, like NYX just came out with one, which I'm dying to try because it's the drugstore version. I searched high and low at Ulta when I was in the States and nobody had it yet. And I also know that MAC has one just like this too, but it's like more of a liquidy one. So I'm dying to try each of those ones as well, but just to see if it is better or worse than this. There we go. That's my review. Now next, talking about another like face base product. This is the Skin Primer Moisturize It. This is amazing, you guys. You need this if you're someone with dry skin. This is a complete dupe of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the hydrating formula. This one does come out more of like a white kind of color, and the other one does come out a little bit more clear. But honestly, they feel the exact same on my skin. They do the exact same thing. I think this is like a third of the price. So you see, I do have normal to dry skin, and this really helps awaken my skin, moisturize it quickly, and it also does kind of have a tacky feeling to it, so it really lets your makeup stick onto it. And I would say that it does help my makeup stay on at least 5 to 6 hours. I love this stuff. It is so good. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Honey Bronzer. This has been raved and raved about on YouTube, so I knew I had to pick it up. And let me tell you, this is amazing. But it's a little bit different than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to explain to you why. So I have mine the shade 01 Light Matte. First of all, let's just talk about the packaging. It is so nice. It has slightly like reflective honeycomb kind of pattern in it, which I really like. It's very thin packaging as well, so it's going to really fit easily in your makeup bag, and it does have a really nice size mirror on it too, so those are all pros. Now the coloring, I would say, is a really nice bronzer, and I also would say too that I actually sometimes use this as a contour as well. I used it today and I really like the way it looks. It's nothing too crazy, but it definitely does add a little bit of definition, and it makes your cheekbones look a little bit more like, hello, I'm poppin', I'm here, that kind of thing. Now, the texture of this is way different from what I thought it was going to be. When I heard about this, I was honestly picturing Benefit Hoola, which is so silky and creamy to the touch that honestly sometimes it's a little bit hard to use because I get way too much product on my brush. If you've ever tried Hoola, you know what I'm saying about it. This is like pretty much the complete opposite of that. It's a little bit more of a drier texture to it, and also like the honeybee comb pattern in it makes it feel a little bit drier. That's just kind of how it is. But you still do pick up a lot of product. You just might not know you are. So I guess that's kind of a danger as well. But that means it's gonna last a really long time. It actually does come with 11 grams in it, which is 0.39 ounces if you're from the US. So that's a lot of product. I really love it, and I think it's a great natural bronzer. They do have a really nice color range, which is great. This is the fairest one because I am so pale, it's ridiculous. But yes, I love this stuff. It's so good. My friend Kelsey recommended this to me. Girl, you were so right. Next, I have the Radiant Highlighter. And this I heard Estee Lalonde talk about a lot. I think it was a couple of years back even. But she uses this as a primer, and I would say it's actually a really good primer for your makeup. But at the same time, it's actually a really great liquid highlighter. A lot of people online were saying this doesn't show up on them. I don't know if it's just because I'm so fair that it does show up on me, but I actually find this to be really, really pigmented. It reminds me a lot of Benefit High Beam and NARS Copacabana, so it's kind of around that kind of range. So it's definitely a thinner highlighter, but it's not invisible for sure. The packaging I love on this because it's just a squeeze tube, so it's super easy to apply the product. I just love the color of it. I love using this just on my cheekbones. I love using this on my nose, like on the very tip. I actually use this as well underneath my foundation, kind of on like my cheek area, and it really helped brighten everything up, add a really beautiful glow. This is amazing. I love it so much. Okay, next I have their Baked Bronzer, and I actually used this in my Gigi Hadid tutorial as well. This is in the shade 02 Warm Glow. Now I'm a little bit confused by their numbering system because when I swatched it, I remember 01 being very deep and kind of orange and just not really my type of thing, where usually number 2 would be that and number 1 would be the better one for lighter skin tones. So I would definitely swatch it before you buy it. Now, I will say the packaging drives me insane on this product. I feel like it is so fragile. I will never travel with this. I would be so upset if this broke because I love the product, spoiler alert, but why can the packaging not be like this packaging, just a dome shape? Like, I don't really get it. It is thicker plastic than like, say, like Essence makeup is, but it's not thick enough for me to feel comfortable traveling with it and like squishing it in my suitcase. Like, yeah. So I'm a little bit put off by the packaging, I'm not gonna lie to you, but the product inside, I dig it. The coloring is so beautiful. I usually just swirl it all together and it's just the most beautiful, natural, glowy bronzer. It's definitely one of my top 3 glowy bronzers of all time for my skin tone because I'm so fair, it's so hard to find something that's not orange, you know? It has a bit of like a pink sheen in it, but honestly it doesn't come off like that way on your skin at all. I adore this. It's almost at holy grail status for me, which is saying a lot. I will say as well though, I do like to apply this mostly with this stippling brush, like my Real Techniques one, which I talked about in my favorites video, because it just disperses the product perfectly, makes it look so natural. If you want to see how I apply it, again, check out my Gigi Hadid video, but yeah, dig this. Okay guys, so the last product in this video is the Honey Bronze Highlighting Dome in the shade 01. Okay, so I have some mixed feelings about this. First of all, I really love the packaging. This is very sturdy. I feel like I could drop this and it wouldn't break at all. It's really good packaging. I love that about it. Now, it has a bit of a weird smell. It smells a little bit like honey. I don't really know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. It's okay. This is a very natural, glowy champagne highlight. It's definitely more of a drier consistency and it doesn't come off like you touch it and it's like, whoa! You have to kind of swirl it a little bit, but my favorite way to apply it is just with my finger. I just tap it on because it just really works into your skin. There is a slight shimmery, almost glitter, not quite in it, but I learned to work around it. Honestly, I don't really find it that big of a deal. It's nothing chunky or anything, but it's a little bit more shimmery than, say, a couple other highlighters I have. I really do love the color of this. I think this is a beautiful highlighter for natural days. I really do like this. I don't know if it's my favorite product of all time, but I will continue to use it and continue to love it. This is gonna be an amazing product for summertime, but I would say I'd probably maybe check out the Smashbox one or the Clinique one before I would check out this one. Unless you're super drawn to this color, But yeah, I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Alright guys, that completes this whole review video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe if you haven't already and become part of the Miss Glitz 98 family. Let me know in the comments as well if you've ever tried any other Body Shop makeup products that you think that I need to check out. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye! Hey guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a massive drugstore beauty haul, all from my trip to Arizona.